Welcome everybody to the live stream as we have a great game between the Boston Bruins and the Washington Capitals here on tap on NBC. But if you're watching me, that is quite okay because, hey, we're all here together. As here in comes Washington, it is Connor Sherry in on this first line. He's getting a bump tonight along with Ovechkin and Evgeny Kuznetsov. Big moment for Connor Sherry in his career because he was not a first line winger looked upon at all. So it's a big shot for him as Boston's bringing this one out of his zone, and the Bruins will be without a vital piece in their lineup, Charlie Coyle, tonight. Big loss for them, as Coyle was in he is in COVID protocol. So this is really going to be a game for them to see what they can do without Coyle and see how long they're going to be without him, because with the COVID protocols now, it's not really specified. As a tough angled shot there was put on net. I think that was Kuznetsov with this. Here's Ovechkin. He's going to take a one-timer, but it goes just wide. I'm just going to get the thumbnail up and going here. I don't know why it's not working. Sorry, it was a bit late on this stream, guys. As here comes Boston again. It's out to Patrice Bergeron. Bergeron puts it along the boards and sends David Pastrnak for it. Pastrnak, what a span of games he's had since he's returned to the lineup after missing the start of the year with a little bit of an injury. In the booth, we have Hayden NYIhayden. As we got a bit of a scrum already. That's Nick Ritchie and Brendan Dillon. Already going to the box. So, we already had a scrum here. I don't know if they're going to send them both off. But look at this tough angled shot. He just hits the side of the net. I think he was trying to go off the back of Tuukka Rask. And I think that might have gone in. If that hit Tuukka Rask's back, he was showing a lot there. As that was an interesting decision by Evgeny Kuznetsov to do that and put it on net like that. And it started with Dillon and Marchand. So Marchand had to have something to do with it because, you know, that's Marchand's game. That's what he'll do to you. As you see Alexander Ovechkin, the captain of the Washington Capitals, on the bench there. And no, it's going to stay 5-on-5. No one's going to the box as David Krejci wins the draw, and this is his first game back in the lineup. David Krejci was out a little while, 4 games maybe, 2 or 4 games to be exact, on with a lower body injury. So having Krejci back is a big boost as Tom Wilson comes in. This tip from Nicholas Backstrom goes a little bit high. Justin Schultz, the ex-Penguin. As Backstrom comes back into his own end, he's going to pivot. Here's Schultz now, giving over to Eller. Lars Eller with it. Eller is going to take a shot, and it's saved from way far outside as Eller is going to get called for a penalty here. And that is not a good penalty to take, especially against this Boston team. Really stupid penalty there. I don't understand that. Why do that? Oh, it's going to go on McAvoy. Whoa! That is a horrible call. Why would they call that? I see absolutely no reason to call that there. As this shot from the point, the stick goes flying into Rask's crease. As this Bruins penalty kill is going to get going early as Nick Backstrom comes up. He gets that one nowhere. TJ Oshie with it now. Puts it back, and they're going to get set up here. For Ovechkin, Ovechkin shoots, and it goes wide. You always got to be careful when he's on the ice, especially on the power play, as he will rip that from that top circle. That is his favorite shot. William Diamond, what is going on, my man? I remember you from the last stream. How are you? Who do you think's going to win tonight, buddy? As sent down to the ice was Backstrom by Carlo. It's going to be Ovechkin again, and it's saved again by Tuukka Rask. So Tuukka Rask having a good game early, stopping both of those Ovechkin chances, and we're going to see the penalty here. Another look at it. And that is an absolutely horrible call. I just don't see why you would call that. Really dumb call, in my opinion. But Backstrom's going to be kicked out in the faceoff, and TJ Oshie's going to come in, the winger, known for being good at faceoffs. Carlo's going to wait to clear, and there it goes. He sends it down to the ice, and Vanacek is going to touch the puck for the first time tonight. Sending down Marchand was John Carlson, bigger guy than you would think. He stands at 6'2", and he's a very offensive-minded defenseman. They're looking for Ovechkin. He's hungry for a goal. He's taken 2 shots on this power play already. Boston 5-4. You think it's going to be high scoring? All right. As we are at only a viewer. We haven't had too many viewers yet today. There's no Charlie Coyle tonight for Boston, as I mentioned before, as Studnicka is in on the penalty kill. 40 seconds left on this power play. Looking again for... And that one's tipped on net by Tom Wilson off a beautiful pass from Alexander Ovechkin. But he could not go anywhere with it. As Ovechkin is out here on both power play units right now. I'm going to see if that is permanent. Yes, they do have him listed on both. Really interesting there because he's got to get tired at some point. That's 2 minutes on the ice, but he's such a threat that I don't even disagree with it. Kuznetsov loses the face-off on the power play. He's been moved down to the second unit as Evgeny Kuznetsov. Tom Wilson also on the second unit. As I think that's Connor Sherry on the unit as well. That's what the unit consists of here. Sherry's going to lose the draw. Wilson's fighting for it, but he can't keep it from going out of the zone. It's going to go way back down, and Vanecek is not going to be able to stop it, so it's going to be brought up by Washington. Here comes Justin Schultz wearing that face guard so he doesn't injure his tooth one more time, as Tom Wilson on the offensive end sends the man down to the ice. Here's Ovechkin right in the middle of the ice, makes a move. Shot on net, still didn't get through as Corrali is able to clear. And big play there. Big kill for the Boston Bruins. Really good patience on that penalty kill, and they were able to kill a big penalty off. And I still do not agree with that call at all, as this one is sent in, chased by Eller. Brought ahead by Corrali. Corrali's got room to skate. Just going to put it into the corner and wait for someone to go get it. No one there. Dmitry Orlov, who only has 1 point in 16 games this season. He's having a bit of a slow year. This is a 2-on-1 emergent. It's Lars Eller and TJ Oshie. Eller's going to take a shot, and it's a big rebound, but nobody was able to get on it. Here's Oshie now. Oshie. Stopped at the boards was Nick Jensen. This one was sent around, and it goes out of play. Lars Eller with a great opportunity there. He had Oshie breaking as well, and it was Connor Clifton, the lone Bruin, back. But he couldn't get it over for Oshie, so he took the shot. Oshie was there for the rebound, but he just could not corral it. So I'm going to move this back. Hey, William, can you let me know in the chat, or someone in the chat, can you let me know if the mic is okay or if I need to move it away? Is it too loud or is it too soft? Please let me know. It would really help out. As Lars Eller's having himself a great season. 4 goals and 7 assists. Tuukka Rask tonight looking for his 300th career win, as this one's sent back to Connor Clifton. Clifton with it behind his own net. 5 shots on goal for Washington, 0 for Boston so far. As in comes Studnicka. Studnicka for Frederick. Frederick, a really chippy player. He likes to get in with physicalness, as Frederick's chasing now, and DeBrusk was on it, but DeBrusk couldn't go anywhere with it. DeBrusk, Frederick, and Studnicka this line, and I'm really liking it. A lot of young guys here as Carl Hagelin retains behind the net, tries to get it to Dowd. Dowd's got it, and we're going to get another penalty. This one's going to go on Carl Hagelin, so it's going to be our second power play of the game already. It's perfect. Thank you so much, William. Really appreciate it. As what a game that was. What a game it's been so far. Sorry, didn't mean to say that was. As it's going to be another power play opportunity. I'm pretty sure if they called that. No penalty was called. I'm sorry. I thought they had Hagelin on a penalty. As this one's dumped in and took an awkward bounce toward Rask. As Bergeron's still going to try to clear the zone. They still can't get it out. Washington completely outplaying Boston so far. As, look at this. It's Pastrnak in all alone. He scored. Oh, did it stay out? Did Pastrnak hit the post on the breakaway? We're going to look at a replay. I think he hit the post here. And David Pastrnak clangs it. It hit the post twice. Wow. William, give me your thoughts about that one if you saw it. Give me your thoughts about that Pastrnak breakaway is hitting the post. Pastrnak won't miss breakaway chances very often, as he got right behind the defense. He had 2 goals against Washington in February. Can't believe Pasta just hit the post. He's not going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that one. It was a perfect pass from Grizzlick. He saw him way ahead. It was tipped at mid-ice, and Pastrnak was all alone, no one in sight, except Zdeno Chara, but he didn't have a stick on it. And Pastrnak completely, wow. Interesting play there from Boston. David Pastrnak really just blew that chance for the Bruins. Vanecek, I guess, took a good angle and forced Pastrnak to go long side. Here's McAvoy with it. Really took a step up this year as Charlie McAvoy, as this one's sent out of the zone. They're going to send Pastrnak running for it again, but Dillon is on it first. John Carlson, one of my players to watch. John Carlson tonight, as you can see right there, my players to watch sign. Nick Ritchie and John Carlson, both of my players to watch, and I will give reasons for that if one of them does something. Here as Charlie McAvoy makes another great play, as this young defenseman has been great so far, as Pasternak's going to take a whack at that one, and it goes just wide. Bergeron's still on the ice. His first line hasn't come off in a little while. David, come on, man. I know. Tell me about it. I wanted to see a quick goal here, Will. As Ovechkin now with it behind the net. Gives over to Orlov. And he takes a big hit from Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie, one of my players to watch tonight, number 21 in black on the Bruins. Nick Ritchie, such a good net front presence. As Ritchie is on that first power play, as this one popped in front. Went off Rask's pad. And this one's going to be cleared to center ice. And Dmitry Orlov, who only has 1 point, 16 games, is going to retrieve. Mentioned it before, but he's usually on a point per game or a little bit less status for this Washington team as that offensive defenseman, but nothing. As you see, no shots on goal. Shot that hits the post does not count as a shot on goal, as Craig Smith makes a really nice little move there. Here's going to be a shot from the point, blocked in front. Vanecek doesn't know he has it. Went out of play. So Zdeno Chara makes his return to Boston. It's been a good one so far. A lot of scoring chances. 0-0 after a little bit of play. What are your guys' thoughts on this game so far? Let me know in the chat. So we don't have a lot of viewers right now, but I'm sure that number will go up. Someone better get a lacrosse goal soon. I know. It's been a little while. You see Trevor Zegras tried one the other day. Trevor Zegras almost scored his first career goal on a lacrosse goal. How crazy would that have been? That would have been nuts. So, yeah. This one's looking good so far. I think it's going to be a really good game in my opinion. William Diamond, if you were going to tell me one person in the league was going to get a lacrosse goal, who would you say it would be? I have mine in mind. I want to see who you think would first. If someone in the league was going to get a lacrosse goal either tonight or whenever it happens, who's going to be the next one to get it if you have to pick? If you had to pick, who would be getting a lacrosse goal next? As you see there, Zdeno Chara in a Bruins uniform. It's weird not to see him in one. He is now a member of the Washington Capitals, and Big Z will forever be remembered as a Bruin. He no longer has that C patch on his chest, but they're showing a nice tribute video to him now, and he's watching it. And what moments he had as a Boston Bruin. Really unforgettable. He's getting emotional a little bit on the bench. Really great to see. He won a couple of cups with the team. That's really awesome to see. Sebastian Aho. That's a pretty bold choice there. Not a lot of people would pick that, I don't think. This is a great video for Chara. I'm getting goosebumps looking at it. Really awesome. Boston really loves its players, and those fans are something else, let me tell you that. But Zdeno Chara, longtime captain of the Boston Bruins, now going against him, as he's getting emotional there, as you can see. Such a great sight. But as he said before the game, he's got to lock in. He's got to get ready for game time. Chara getting emotional. Actually. And guys, if you wanted to follow me on anywhere else, not just YouTube, subscribe to me on YouTube, of course, but Twitter is where I do a lot of my activeness for YouTube stuff, and yeah. Just want to send out of play. As we are back, and on NHL 21 training move, I hit behind the net, and the puck hit the scoreboard, breaking a panel. No way. Really, that's kind of sick. This one is sent behind the net, just like you, William Diamond. As out to center ice come the Capitals again, and they are just hammering the Bruins right now in their offensive zone. As here comes Chara. Chara's going to put a shot on net. Oh, she got a whack at it. Did Rask get over to make the save? He did. That all started from a Zdeno Chara chip-in. As Chara's making some offensive plays happen here against his old team, as Panik's going to send it in. Tom Wilson looking for it. Gets it around to Lars Eller. Wilson, one of my least favorite players, if not my least favorite in the NHL. Don't like the way he plays. This one's cleared out of the zone. Are they going to call an icing? They will. So icing there on the Bruins, and they're going to stay hemmed in their own zone. Wow. So Oshie even got a tip on that, and it trickled just wide. That's going to haunt TJ Oshie for a little while. It's going to be an offensive zone faceoff. They're putting Ovechkin, Sherry, and Kuznetsov out there. It's won by Sherry. Here's Dmitry Orlov looking for a shot on net. He's only got 1 point all season, looking to make it 2. As Ovechkin and Frederick behind the play going at it. As here's Jake DeBrusk now. And Frederick's not afraid of anybody, as he's already fought Tom Wilson, and he's a rookie, so he is not afraid. And if you're afraid of one person, he's already fought him. So Orlov sends it in. Orlov sent it in, and we're going to get a retrieval now. Two people watching now. And we're going to get a retrieval now. As Washington exits their zone. Now I know in NHL 21 when I'm on the penalty kill, I could use side net as a ramp. Yeah, probably. I don't know what you mean by that, buddy. As two viewers in. Boston trying to get it out of the zone. No, they are in the opposing zone as David Krejci takes it here. Krejci looking. Puts it into the corner for Nick Ritchie, one of my players to watch tonight. Out comes John Carlson with it. Carlson now bringing it to center ice, and the tired group of Capitals is going to get off, but TJ Oshie is not. It's a good chance in front. Richard Panik puts it across, and it was tipped in. TJ Oshie puts the Capitals on the board as they score the first goal of the game, and it goes credit to TJ Oshie, who's had 2 great chances already 77 in white has had a fantastic season to the moment, at this moment, and he makes it even better by getting a goal here on this redirect. This all started by Panik hanging on to that puck. He didn't have any to shoot with, and Oshie made a wonderful play by getting his stick right there and just tapping that home. As I think 84 got a piece of that one. Tenorti got a piece of that, and I think Oshie didn't even know if it was going to go in, but he eventually sent it home, and the Capitals take a 1-0 lead here 10 minutes into the first period. So coming from Richard Panik, it's going to be Oshie's 6th goal of the season. Number 77 scores his 6th, and they're going to look at this one, see if it was offside. I'm not sure what they're looking at, but you see the refs huddled there looking. I have no sound on, so if somebody in chat could let me know what's happening. I'm actually going to turn it on right now. Yes, it is going to be a challenge for offside. So, very bold move by the Boston Bruins, because if this penalty does, if it's not an offside, they go on the penalty kill, and Washington will get a power play up 1-0. So, we're going to look here. How are they going to be able to tell? There's no way they're going to be able to tell. And then they're going to go on the power play. Alright, this is going to be our best angle. You can't see the puck. I mean, I guess you can if you watch hockey, but if that's a regular person watching the game, no way they're seeing the puck on that dump-in. I think this is going to stand. If you guys are in chat or watching, just tell me if my mic's okay. I know it was okay before. I moved it back a little bit because it was a little close, and I saw that on my stream labs I was going a little bit over the red. But if you can hear me okay, please just say yes or something in chat and let me know. Is this going to be another good look at it? Oh, this might come back. I don't know if they're going to be able to say, though. Okay, I see the puck. I see the puck. I see the puck. No, there's no way they're going to be able to tell. This is oh my god, such a dumb challenge. I'm waiting for this. And if the Bruins go on the penalty kill here, that's a huge loss. As you see Chara, the ex-Bruin, talking to TJ Oshie, 6'9", Zdeno Chara, old Boston Bruins captain. They wanted to move on, and it's an emotional night for him. As you saw the ceremony earlier, Zdeno Chara tearing up against his old team, first time back in Boston. So we're going to get word here. Wow! So this one is not going to count. Lucky I didn't update my scoreboard there, right? Because I would have had to just undo it. So TJ Oshie's goal is coming off the board. Wow, what a challenge by the Boston Bruins. Really bold move there. So we got 3 viewers. Welcome everybody to the stream. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. And sit back, relax, and enjoy. They're going to send this third line out one more time. Let's see if Boston gets a little jolt from this. As Panik's got it one more time, he's going to look to get into the zone as he does. Here's Lars Eller now behind the net. Eller takes a hit from McAvoy, and TJ Oshie's on it, the man who just had a goal called back. Oshie takes a whack at it, and it's going to go behind the net now. Nick Jensen shoulders away as Chara was looking to set up for the big-time slap shot, but he could not manage to get the puck. And Studnicka, the young centerman, throws that one down into the zone. Here's Trent Frederick. Frederick with it now, the young winger. He throws it around, and Panik's going to retrieve. Let's see if Boston can do a little damage in the zone here. So here's Grzelcyk throwing it on net, and it didn't make it there. Still 0 shots on net for Boston. As Nick Backstrom trying to get around Brendan Carlo can't. As Craig Smith trips up a man. What's up, Omar? How are you? Craig Smith. Good offensive possession there for the winger. Is something shifted? I don't know what happened with my stream. There we go. That's better. Can you guys see that better? I think I'm more clear now. Get a good look at Tuukka Rask. 6-0 shots on goal. Boston still without one 12 minutes in. Kuznetsov, who's going to be kicked out here, is Ovechkin and Craig Smith giving each other little shoves. Good, what about you? I'm pretty good. Enjoying some hockey as Ovechkin takes a shot on net and can't get through is Trent Frederick. He's got skill. That was actually Nick Ritchie. Sorry. Ritchie, one of my players to watch today, is here is David Krejci. Krejci making his way back into the lineup after missing 4. David Krejci comes in, sends it around the boards for Craig Smith. Craig Smith on it now. Gives to Ovechkin, turns the puck over, and here goes the Capitals, but they can't keep the puck in possession as the Bruins get it back. 3 people in the room. What's up, everybody? How are you? Subscribe if you can. If you can't, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. Once we have 50 subscribers, we're going to do an Amazon gift card giveaway. As here is Washington. Washington trying to get it into the zone as Ovechkin fires to Connor Sherry, and Sherry isn't able to do anything with it. And that first line of Sherry, Kuznetsov, and Ovechkin has been pretty successful so far, but this has been the most successful line by a long shot. This third line is now they're sending out the fourth line. Nick Dowd on it. Carl Hagelin, Dowd, and I'm pretty sure Garnet Hathaway, another guy who I'm not too fond of on that line. As Boston sends in, and this one's going to be right back out as they're going to send Garnet Hathaway in a run for it as he sends Pasternak down to the ice, and we are going to get a tripping call on Garnet Hathaway. David Pasternak has taken some penalties lately. He's sent down to the ice there, and against the Islanders, he took a couple hits, and the Devils were certainly not afraid to hit him either. So let's see if the Bruins can put our official first goal on the board, as Washington did have one, but it was called off on and offsides. As we go to commercial break, just so you guys know, if you just turn in now, Washington's winger TJ Oshie, number 77, had a goal, and Boston challenged it, which is a risky move because if you lose a challenge in the NHL, the other team goes on a power play and the goal counts. So risky move by Boston's head coach, but it's the goal was overturned and there was no goal. Determined that Oshie was offsides before he touched the puck and before the puck entered the zone, and then the goal was called off. So really interesting game so far here. I still don't see how they called that off. I don't understand because there's so much to determine. The puck was in the air. It wasn't on the ground. I still wouldn't have called it off. I don't think there was enough evidence. Alright, here's another question for you guys during commercial break. What is your favorite NHL team? Put it in the chat. Favorite NHL team? Put it in the chat. And name your favorite player, too. Who's your favorite player and your favorite NHL team? There's a movie commercial on now. I'm back. William Diamond is back. That is good to hear, buddy. What is your favorite NHL team? And who's your player? I guess it's the Devils, question mark. All right. As you see, Bruce Cassidy, 5th season as the Bruins head coach, and what 5 seasons he has had. As Laviolette, 1st season as the Caps head coaches. My Islanders sent them home running in the first round in a first-round 4-1 victory. So these are 2 U.S.-born head coaches. Peter Laviolette with 649 career wins in his career. Philly Bobby Clark. Nice. So here we go. It is Backstrom and Bergeron on the faceoff. And if you got 2 guys in the NHL and you got to pick people to do faceoffs for you, you might want to pick Backstrom and Bergeron. So those 2 went head-to-head, and Backstrom got the best of them there. As Backstrom has it now, he's got 25 points on the season, having a great year in what would be a maybe 15th year in the league, 13th year in the league. Jack Hughes or something. All right, Jack Hughes. Solid choice. It's good play by Jacob Vrana to get that out of the zone. And Pasternak's going to retrieve. Are they on the penalty kill? So they didn't call the penalty? I guess they didn't call a penalty on that one. Sent ahead by Washington. It's dumped in. Here's Kuznetsov, who's had a very slow start to the season. They had high hopes for him after signing to a contract. As Ovechkin walks in, takes a shot, and it goes just high. Alexander Ovechkin, always dangerous when he is on the ice. As Kuznetsov lays a hit there on Charlie McAvoy. Ovechkin is tripped up. I don't think there's going to be a call. Oh, yes, there is. Delayed penalty. So they called that penalty, and the Capitals are going to go back to the power play when the Bruins touch up here. Let's see how long they can go before the Bruins touch up and get this extra man without Bruins possession, as Backstrom is in. Not offside, they say. And the Bruins do have possession now, and Washington is going to head to the power play. So, little bit of a chippy game so far in this one. Is a lot of uncalled things I've seen so far, but that time it's David Krejci on the penalty, and you don't like to see him taking penalties. As one of the leaders on this team, 35 years old, pure playmaker, you don't want to see him taking those penalties, especially in his first game back. At first, he was going to be my player to watch for the Boston Bruins, but I changed it to Nick Ritchie, as you can see. As, yeah, Will Diamond, that is a tripping call. You are correct on that. So, yeah. This one's looking good so far. I was wondering if they called that one before on Garnet Hathaway, but I guess they didn't. Interesting decision. So we're looking at an Arby's commercial now. What's another question I could ask you guys? Ready? Here we go. We're going to get some food questions in here. Mac and cheese or chicken nuggets? Pick one. Mac and cheese or chicken nuggets? Mac and cheese or chicken nuggets? Say it in the chat. Everybody, put it down in the chat. Just some stuff to do while it's a commercial break, because I can't show the TV. I can only show me, so. In my past life, I was an NHL referee. Really? You know every call they're gonna make. You called that one. You said it was tripping, and it was tripping. Good job there. So I just got a Snapchat. As we are back here, mac and cheese easily. Oh, I love mac and cheese, man. And then William Diamond says chicken nuggets. All right. We got a split decision there. As Washington back on a power play, Oshie wins the faceoff, as he has done so much in his career as a winger, which is interesting, as Jacob Vrana sends it around for Backstrom. Here is Carlson now. We see Ovechkin in his famous spot, top of that right circle, as this one is sent out, but it's kept in the zone. Carlson now. Carlson, the quarterback of this power play, also one of my players to watch. Is this one set in front? Still nothing. Oshie tried to get it back, and it was finally cleared out of the zone by Boston. Great start to the power play for Washington, though, as Carlson's going to come back, last year's Norris Trophy Finals candidate. As here's Garnet Hathaway. I think Carlson should have won it, as we're going to get another penalty. And this is not a good sight for Washington fans, as Alexander Ovechkin is down on the ice. Ovechkin is shaken up here, arguably the best player in the NHL, taking some deep breaths at the blue line. Trainers are attending him at mid-ice, and you really hate to see this. Someone on the he's 35 years old, in the later end of his career, still dominating like he does, and he's going to need help to get off the ice. Let's see if Ovechkin is okay. He gets up, skating around. So we're going to take another look at this. It was McAvoy and Ovechkin that collided. Yeah, and it was his knee. So I think it was more of a scary thing, as McAvoy didn't even see him. Yeah, his knee. We're going to see how this shapes out to be. That was a scary moment there for Capitals fans, as Ovechkin's going to go to the box for tripping, and I do agree with that call. Yeah, really, William, oh no, is the right thing. Ovechkin is holding that knee, as you see in the penalty box. Horrible. Yeah, you really do hate to see that. It's gonna get rid of the Washington power play, but glad Ovechkin looks to be alright. As Nebraska's going to take this face-off, as Washington wins it. That's Kuznetsov on the win. Carlson, one of my players to watch tonight, so good. He's a defenseman, but he is not a defensive defenseman. He's more of an offensive-minded defenseman. As here comes Kuznetsov. He's looking for it. Kuznetsov puts it in front for Vrana, but he couldn't get it out of the skates of Brendan Carlo. Carlo puts it back around for Grizzlick. Grizzlick's got it. Number 48 in black. He's behind his own net. As out with it comes Brendan Carlo. He's got Studnicka and DeBrusk with him. DeBrusk going to take a long-range shot, and it's gloved by Vitek Vanacek, Washington goalie. As another hockey news today, Zach Parise was a healthy scratch. Never thought I'd say that, as he was always that star of the New Jersey Devils team, and I used to go to a lot of Devils games when I was younger, and still do. But he was the star, and he was a captain, and it really shocks me to see that he's a healthy scratch. As here comes Boston, as Corrali's pass is knocked away. Craig Smith is on it now. Smith puts it back out. Carlo had trouble with it, and here goes Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson, one of the most hated players in the NHL, as Dmitry Orlov carries, and he's only got 1 point all season. Orlov looking for an outlet pass, gets it there. Nick Jensen loses possession. Orlov is back on it for Backstrom, and he couldn't corral it. As down to the ice went Craig Smith. Big hit by Tom Wilson on Sean Corrali. It was a sandwich between him and Nick Backstrom. As the Bruins are going to go on a shortened power play for Alexander Ovechkin's interference call. Bergeron sends it back for, I think that's Grizzlick on the power play unit. So a bit of a change to that power play unit. It's Matt Grizzlick instead of Charlie McAvoy, but everything else is the same. As Chara, the ex-captain of the Bruins, sends it out, and it's going to kill about 10 seconds. As back in comes Boston, though, and it's knocked right back out by guess who? Big Z, Zdeno Chara. Here's David Pastrnak. Pastrnak coming in on the power play. Pastrnak throws it at the net and is blocked down by Nick Jensen. And that's going to be it for both power plays. Still zeros on the board. Hagelin chasing after this one. Hagelin can't get on it. It's Bergeron now. Bergeron sends it up the boards. Blocker down. Not blocker. Sent down to the ice from Evgeny Kuznetsov. Brendan Dillon now looking for John Carlson. Carlson's pass was intercepted to Bruscotti. He's going to send it down. No one was there to retrieve. Here's Brendan Dillon. Dillon sends it ahead. It's going to be Connor Clifton, who onside was Pastrnak. He hustled back to the line and Studnicka with it. Sorry, that's DeBrusk. Studnicka lays a big hit there behind the play. As in comes Alexander Ovechkin, and he looks to be just fine. So that is good to see. Ovechkin is back on the ice. Quebec or Hartford? I'd rather Quebec have a team. Hartford already had a team, and it was a failing franchise. This one's sent in, and Sherry's going to be on it. Ovechkin steals it back. That's Orlov. Right back goes McAvoy, and this one's sent in. Orlov on it now for Washington, as he's got Connor Sherry. Sherry fires across. In front, Backstrom tried to get a tip on it, but he couldn't get there. Orlov again now. Time of possession is definitely in the Capitals' favor, as Backstrom's shot goes high and out of play. Big hit there by Tom Wilson. You always got to have your head up when you're going against this guy. Sent in by Washington once again. Rask was there at the boards to stop it from going all the way around. Here's Charlie Coyle. No, Coyle is not playing today. Sorry, that's Craig Smith. Craig Smith gets it down for Nick Ritchie. As here's Brendan Carlo. Carlo's going to tee it up. Slap shot from the point, and I think it went off the post. Craig Smith was there, and tied up was Krejci. Krejci sends it back down for Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie sends it around. Pinched by Brendan Carlo. Nick Ritchie lays a big hit. Kept in the zone. Fired on net. Blocker down by Brendan Dillon. Here is Backstrom now. Backstrom for Vrana, and that might be offside. Yes, they called it. So Tom Wilson was in offside. and they stopped play for that. Look at this shot by Carlo, though. He tees it up and fires, and it was right off the shoulder of Vanacek. Yeah, I know. For Tom Wilson, though, Tom Wilson's different. That's why I don't play hockey. Yeah, so acknowledging that comment. Tom Wilson is, like, known across the league. He's going to take your head off. And Islanders fans hate him because he's done so much damage to the Islanders franchise and players. But, yeah, everybody pretty much hates Tom Wilson. I haven't. Unless you're a Capitals fan, you don't know about it. McAvoy and Garnet Hathaway are going to go at it, and there's going to be a bit of a scruff there as Garnet Hathaway has to go off the ice after losing his helmet. As another one, right in front of the net, there's a big fight. Here's a lot of players. Carlson and Bjork tied up as the Garnet Hathaway hit struck a lot of this. McAvoy was on top of Garnet Hathaway and his helmet came off. Is this all spurred from Hathaway's Anders Bjork and Brendan Dillon were about to go. Dillon known as a fighter in this league. Hathaway back out to get his helmet and such. But a bit of a scrum there right as the period almost came to an end. So that was the thing that sparked it. Hathaway, that hit sparked it. And then this one, another big hit, that time on Carl Hagelin. And then this is the one that Hathaway didn't like. He was sent down to the ice, and McAvoy went right on top of him. And I'm surprised he wasn't called for anything there. But a lot of big hits being thrown in this game so far. And from a viewer's perspective, you'll love to see it. So no penalties were awarded there. Orlov puts it back into his zone. Wagner's got it, fourth line winger. Now it's going to be Bjork with a lot of room to work. Bjork is hit there by Orlov, and there's going to be a fight, but they stop it. Why are the refs stopping everything? This is boring. It was Wagner and Panik about to go, and the refs jumped in, and Panik's going to go to the penalty box, and Boston's going to be on the power play. Will Rosen. Hi, Hayden. What's up, Will? Will Conway. When is the game day vlog coming? So, funny story about the game day vlog. So, I was at the game last night, and when I was doing it, it was the second period, and I literally just remembered I was going to vlog it. So, I ended up not doing the vlog, but yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Bergeron wins the faceoff, gets it back to Grizzlick. Grizzlick tried to look for Marchand on the one-timer, couldn't get it there. This is going to be a one-timer from Pastrnak, but he couldn't get hold of the puck, and that's going to be the end of the first period with Boston going to go into the second, having 1:50 left on that power play for the Panik roughing. So Pastrnak hit the post earlier in a breakaway. Oshie scored one and was taken off the board, so we have some action here early. But the main focus of that period was Ovechkin's injury, and let's see how that affects his game on from now, but I wanted to see how he looked, and he was on the ice after that, and he looked all right. Just don't know if there's going to be any further damage to if he comes out after the intermission, because maybe the trainers are going to be careful with it. What's new? Thoughts on Knicks? Ooh, the Knicks. They're doing better than I thought they would. Julius Randle's a monster. I'm a big Julius Randle fan. I've always loved Julius Randle. I think they got to get rid of Elfrid Payton. He's not the guy. Reggie Bullock can't be in their starting lineup. At least he was when I was watching them like a couple days ago. But yeah, just get rid of Elfrid Payton and Reggie Bullock, and I think they're good. They need to sign one, as much as Randall's playing like a star, he's not going to be a star like that forever. You know what I mean? You need a guy like Paul George, would be perfect for the Knicks. But how are you going to get Paul George? I don't know. As this game's going well so far. Bulls playing pretty well. Pretty good as well, not gonna lie. Chicago, yeah, well, Zach LaVine is he's criminally underrated, in my opinion. I love Zach LaVine. I've always loved Zach LaVine. My TV's about to turn off. Yeah, Zach LaVine's a monster. He's putting up like 25 a game, even more maybe. Yeah, this game's looking good so far. I really like the way the Bruins play. They shoot a lot of pucks, usually at least. The CDC has released tips on how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Reggie at 2 or 3. Give some spacing, but I'd rather move Burks than starting 5. Alec Burks. Yeah, I like Alec Burks. He's a good defensive player too. I think Alec Burks. I'm pretty sure. Two-way guy. But I like Reggie Bullock, but if you're gonna do well in the playoffs, or if you're gonna get to the playoffs, which I think the Knicks will this year, I think they're gonna be a 7 or 8 seed. They are the 4 seed now, I believe, which is bonkers. As this is the Pastrnak shot that hit the post. Ugh, you hate to see it. But yeah, it's interesting because thing about Reggie Bullock is he's not gonna be there. He's not gonna be like he'll put up 6 a night, 4 a night, but he's not a good defensive presence. Yeah, you have to worry about him from 3 a little bit, but hey. How did I put the graphic up? So I got it up. I was using Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs. That's what I'm using right now. That's how I got the graphic up, and you have to type everything in. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but that's why I'm not doing like shots on goal. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing shots on goal. Because I would have to type every time someone gets a shot on goal. Or time. I'm not doing time. So I'm just going to do a score. As it was a very physical period in that first period. And these two teams don't like each other. I can tell you that. But yeah. Giants releasing Golden Tate. And that is something that I thought the Giants would do. I wasn't sure if they were going to do it because it's the Giants, but I think that's a great move. That's given more hints that they're going to take either Waddle or Smith at 12. Do they pick or 11? I think they pick at 11, but I think it's now definite that they're taking a receiver in the draft. And if they don't, it's stupid. Kyle Pitts is there. I'd take Kyle Pitts. Move him outside. He can play anywhere. Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is like a Tony Gonzalez. I'm a big Kyle Pitts guy, and I wouldn't be ashamed if my Panthers took him at, what do we pick? I think 8. Yeah, we pick at 8. J.J. Watt on the Cardinals, though. Yeah, J.J. Watt to the Cardinals. That was crazy. I don't know how he's going to do, though. I don't know how Watt's going to do. I don't know if he's going to get the same amount of minutes as he got or snaps as he got, but I think it's still going to be drafting an old lineman, some good secondary. So, guy, I think that where are the Vikings picking? I'm going to look that up really quick. Vikings draft. All right. They pick at 14. All right. So, 14, you got Alex Leatherwood. I think that's a little high for him, though. Samuel Cosme. That's a big one. And then, of course, if you could trade up for Sewell from Oregon, that'd be awesome. And another guy I'd be on the lookout for is the guy from Northwestern. I'm forgetting his name. Can someone tell me the guy from Northwestern's name? The tackle. Forget his name. I gotta send a link to my mom really quick. Wait, guys. Forget his name. I gotta send a link to my mom really quick. Wait, guys. So yeah, guy I would target if I was the Vikings would totally be Sewell. If you could trade up for Sewell, if you could trade to pick 5 or 4, who picks 4? Falcons pick 4. Yeah, I'd give like I'd say it, give like Thielen or something for 4, and either take Devonta Smith, Jamar Chase, or Sewell. I'd focus on Sewell though. They need a lineman, man. And if you're gonna keep Kirk Cousins back there, he can't keep taking those hits. Cousins can't take hits, and his career is gonna be over sooner than later. So if you're gonna let him take hits after you just signed with that crazy deal, I don't know what you're doing. As we are in the first intermission, if for all of you who are just joining now, no Falcons won't do it. Yeah, dude, I really think they would. I don't think the Falcons want to pick at 4. If there's one team that's going to trade out of the top 10, it's going to be Atlanta. They don't need a QB, dude. Wait a year. Sam Howell's coming out. If you suck next year, take Sam Howell from UNC. He's coming out in 2 years. Who else is coming out? Ian Book, is he coming out this year? He might stay. I'm not sure. But yeah, if I'm the Falcons, I trade out. I gather up picks. I think you're still a contender. I think the Falcons are still great. I think they're still a playoff contender. Kwity Paye. You're not going to draft Kwity Paye, I don't think. I mean, there's a possibility, except he plays edge, and you guys run a 4-3, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you guys run a 4-3 with Kendricks, Barr, and Troy Dye at the linebackers. But I love Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye is a great prospect. I can see him going to the Giants. I don't want my Panthers to take him because we got a lot of good edge rushers, like Gross Matos, Burns, Derek Brown on the inside. But Kwity Paye is awesome. Spencer Petras, the Iowa's QB, is very good. Do you know when he's coming out, Omar? Do you know when he's coming out? That quarterback, the Iowa quarterback? Just let me know if you know, because I don't know who he is. I know he's the quarterback of Iowa. I don't know much about him, though. What year, I mean, is he coming out? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. With the Ovechkin injury in that first half, I wanted to see how that affected maybe some contract negotiations he was having, because maybe he's not as healthy, but I'm trying to I'm taking that to a bit of an extreme, because he looked to be okay. I just want to see if they send him out for the second period. So you're looking at him now. I'm actually going to listen to this.
The question, I guess, would be how much above the $9.5 million cap hit that he currently carries would he expect to get?
And that's a great point there by the NBC analyst. He makes $9.5 million now, and he's turning 36. But how much is he going to expect? Is he going to take a pay down? Is he going to take a drop? Or is he going to want to be paid $11 million a year for 5 years? And if I'm the Capitals, there's no way I'm doing that. I just don't see him being that good for the next 5 years. I could see him being great for 2 years, okay for 1, and kind of being a third line guy. But I just don't think he would do it. And I think he's at risk for retirement. It doesn't look like he likes to play the game anymore, if I'm going to be honest. He's taking those one-timers still, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Especially with the Capitals be active at the trade deadline. I don't know if they'll be active, but put some questions in the chat. It's always fun to answer those, guys. Please put some in the chat. Love answering your guys' questions. This Vitek Vanacek looks really good at the goalie position for Washington. He's been a pleasant surprise. And Samsonov, on the other hand, has not. He has not looked good, Samsonov. Hi, William Diamond here for Kitchen Gun. I don't know what that is. William Diamond, I'm not sure. But yeah, after this commercial, I think we're going to be back to. You think the Dolphins are a contender for the Super Bowl next year? That is a really good question. So, if they somehow trade for Deshaun Watson, I think they're completely a contender. If they draft, what pick do they have? They have the third pick. If they draft Devonta Smith, I think they're a contender. I wouldn't go Chase. I'd go Devonta Smith over Jamar Chase. They got two big threats on the outside. They have Devontae Parker at 6'3" and Preston Williams at 6'4", 6'5". I think you need a slot guy, and I think that's exactly what Devonta Smith brings. But another reason I would say they're contenders next year is that defense was awesome last year. Their defense was fabulous, and I think that could definitely keep up. I think that could definitely stay. As the Bruins being active at the trade deadline, I do think they will be. I think they need one more piece. And after all these defensemen left, like Chara and Krug, I don't know if Boston's right where they need to be at. Of course, they're a top team in the East Division. I see them going to the playoffs, but look at the East Division you got. You got 6 teams who can totally contend, and only 4 of them make it. So I think the Bruins need to do a little more if they absolutely struggle. Yeah, like Miami versus Tampa, that'd be awesome. That'd be sick, yeah. This was the goal earlier from TJ Oshie that was called off. Really interesting decision by the refs. I still don't agree with it. I think that was a goal. As Harden's going against the Rockets tonight for basketball news. James Harden making his first appearance back in Houston, which is interesting to see. Yeah, I think we're going to be back after this intermission. Right after this commercial, I think the game is going to come back. Only 7 shots on net for the Capitals and only 2 for the Bruins. So, struggling so far are the Bruins, I think. And they're on the power play to start the second period, which is interesting. I think their power play is one of the most lethal in the league. The Bruins have a wonderful power play. I just don't see the decision to put Grzelcyk over McAvoy. I still don't understand that. But we will see. For viewers and everybody, welcome to the channel. And if you are enjoying, I hope you are. I hope you're enjoying this as you're looking at me announce the Capitals versus Bruins game. It's live, and we are back here in Boston at TD Bank Arena. As you saw that tribute to Zdeno Chara, which was awesome. 14 seasons as the Bruins captain, and he's making his return to Boston tonight. Not as a member of the Bruins. So an emotional moment for the ex-Bruins captain, now Washington Capital. There's another commercial before intermission. Oh my god. Intermission seems so long sometimes. The lines tonight were shuffled for Boston because of Charlie Coyle not playing tonight for Boston was a big shuffle in the lines. I still don't understand that, but I don't understand why you don't play. Like, just fill someone in. They always shuffle them so much and it bothers me. Because now I'm looking at Boston's line. So it has DeBrusque. That's not right, I don't think. And they still have Richie on that first power play, which I love to see, as Richie is one of my players to watch right there. Such a good net front presence, and I really love watching Nick Richie play. He's a pest in front of the net. He's a big guy, screens the goaltender really, really well. And I just think Nick Ritchie's a great player. He's underestimated. He's already got 14 points this season, 7 goals, 7 assists. And I look for him on the power play all the time. I think he's a deal breaker for this Bruins team. He's puts them right over the hump. Now we're seeing a Velveeta commercial for mac and cheese. That's what inspired my mac and cheese question before, if you didn't know. And then the second power play unit, no Charlie Coyle, so I don't know what that is, because this is telling me Charlie Coyle's playing, but he's clearly not. And then they have Chara and Jensen and Chara as that third defenseman pairing, and I don't think that is right, because I think they are a top defensive pairing. Not top, but behind Dylan and Carlson. I'm just gonna... As we are back in Boston, out of the intermission, I don't know why this isn't working either. That's because I'm on 4% battery, that's why. Something's just bad, but... Alright, we're back. 3 viewers in the chat. Hello, everybody. How are ya? Welcome back here. As Bruins head coach stayed out after the intermission to have a talk with the referees. Did not agree with the call. But we are back here for the second period. Bruins beginning on the power play. Face-off lost by Bergeron, won by Backstrom for the second time tonight. As the Bruins are going to get set up here in their own zone. Grzelcyk carrying it out, looking to give to Pastrnak. Grzelcyk coming up all by himself. Now gives off to Pastrnak. Pastrnak coming in and is knocked away and sent out of the zone. And on a run for it is Nick Dowd, but he couldn't get there in time. This one's sent across the ice for Bergeron. He's just going to send it in and let Nick Ritchie chase. Ritchie after it, going after Zdeno Chara. This one is whiffed on a clear, and they're going to look for Pastrnak here. I watch Pastrnak on this power play. They're looking for him on the one-timers. Got here now by Marchand. Give it over to Pastrnak. 1:09 left on the power play now. Grzelcyk with it. Grzelcyk looking. It's Marchand shooting, but it's blocked by Nick Jensen. Here's Bergeron. Tried to clear, but it was stolen by Dowd, and he's just going to send it out of the ice. Bruins have the 6th NHL-ranked power play in the league, and Washington penalty kills 15th at dead 80%. As here is David Pastrnak firing. Pastrnak was over to McAvoy, but it was unable to get on net. Again, blocked in front. Capitals doing a very good job of blocking shots early in this one. As Craig Smith comes in, he's going to poke it around the net, but no one was there to retrieve. And it's kept in the zone, though, by Krejci. Krejci fires down low to DeBrusk. He couldn't do anything with it. Krejci's got it again in that shooter's position. He's the quarterback of this second power play unit as it's sent out, and Pastrnak's going to get a change because this is not his normal unit. As long as maybe they may keep him out there. I don't know what they're going to do. As Krejci carries ahead, the 35-year-old veteran centerman. David Krejci fires over. It is now Charlie McAvoy on it. 3 seconds left on the power play. Now none. Back to even strength. Craig Smith fires a shot and is blocked. I don't know if that even got on net, but it looked like Vanacek had a good reflex on it. Here's Justin Schultz carrying and gives off to Richard Panik. Panik out of the penalty box now. Here is Craig Smith, who takes a whack at it, sends it down the ice, and this one is going to be an icing. No, they say it was tipped. They say he slowed down. No icing on the play. Sent across the ice. Dmitry Orlov sends it ahead. Richard Panik was on it, but he sent it back into the zone. Here's Connor Clifton now. Clifton has it. Clifton is hit behind the net and turns the puck over. Sent back down by Kuznetsov, but it couldn't get anywhere as Clifton was all over it. Kuznetsov's got it again. He gives, and Ovechkin's shot goes over the glass. Good play there by Alex Ovechkin just to get the shots on net. Ovechkin, good play there, and it hit the post. Ovechkin shot at the top left of the post or crossbar, and it came out. So, good chances for Ovechkin. Both teams in this first 3 minutes of this second period is tying up behind the net was Kuznetsov as Sherry's on it, and Zdeno Chara able to keep it in the zone. Logs a lot of ice time for this Capitals team. As out trying to beat Chara to the puck was Pastrnak, but he couldn't get there. As it was stolen at mid-ice, here's Bergeron giving to Pastrnak, but he couldn't corral the pass. Pastrnak's got it. He's going to look around. Still looking. He's going to send it back out to the blue line, and Bruins are going to get set up here 5-on-5, though. Here is Marchand giving over to Bergeron. Bergeron couldn't do anything with it. Bergeron's got it now. Firing at the net, nothing doing. Matt Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk looking for something to do with it. Dumps it into the zone. Nick Jensen on. Still no goals in this one. 0-0 is the score. McAvoy looking for a lane to shoot in, and he does, and it just came out. Looked like it went to the back of the net, but it did not. As on a run for it will be Connor Sherry. Jacob Zaboral was there to retrieve. Here's Charlie McAvoy now. McAvoy whacking at it, couldn't get it anywhere. Studnicka. Studnicka takes a shot on that, but it did not go through. DeBrusk with it. Looking. DeBrusk fires on net. It was Studnicka with the shot in the middle of the ice off the pass from DeBrusk as he sends it back down low. Studnicka with it again. Trent Frederick there as well. Frederick battling with it for it with Studnicka as it comes out for Washington. Connor Sherry tries to dump, but he can't get it down low. Connor Clifton carrying ahead, and he tries to dump. Still blocked. At the blue line, Capitals regain possession. Not an open game. A lot of defense being played here. As sent down to the ice by Trent Frederick was Tom Wilson, and Frederick has looked awesome in the games I've seen him play. That young number 11 in black has looked awesome. He's going to have a target on him as Wilson does not get hit a lot like that. Ronelli's a little hit there. Nick Dowd on it. Hathaway tripped up. Craig Smith on it with Nick Dowd. Smith pokes it around for his own defenseman. It's fired into the middle of the ice by Ritchie, and that is a risky play. Boston with only 3 shots on goal. Washington with only 7. Very defensive game so far as Boston comes out with it, and here's David Krejci, who's got underestimated speed. Krejci fires back. It's Nick Ritchie, with a shot on net. It was blocked away. That's the 4th shot on goal for Boston. Ritchie with it again. Ritchie puts it in front, but it was hit off the stick of Vanacek. Krejci can't give. Here we go. It's an odd man rush now for Washington if they can hurry. Dumped in, and they had some tired guys on the ice, so it was just dumped. Here's Matt Grzelcyk now. Grzelcyk gives. It is Corrali. Corrali trying to sneak along the boards. He can't. Hit by Ovechkin, and the Bruins will regain possession, though. Charlie McAvoy with it skating up ice. McAvoy is going to send it into the zone, and it is going to be chased by Anders Bjork, who's getting another shot at the lineup tonight after the late news that Charlie Coyle would not be able to go this game as Bjork's shot on net was a bit redirected as Vanacek got on it. Though as Bjork again, his shot redirected as on net now. Didn't get there. Corrali's got it. He's going to dump. Covered by Jensen, and both teams are going to be able to get a change as long as this one does not go for an ice and the refs wave it off. Here's Jacob Zaboral with it. Zaboral fires ahead, and this one will be an icing. So Patrice Bergeron and the Bruins, only 4 shots on net so far. Just look at Marchand and Jensen going at it there. Marchand likes to be in the midst of all this stuff. And it looks like Jensen got the best because Marchand didn't touch the puck on this possession. Capitals win a face-off, keep it in the zone. Send it around for Brad Marchand. Good hit there by Richard Panik. Panik hustling back into the play as sneaking through the defense was Bergeron. Tries to put it on net for Marchand to get a rebound, but he couldn't get it through the traffic as Clifton tees one up and it's blocked by Oshie, who has had a fantastic game so far. Here's John Carlson with it. Carlson looking for somewhere to go. Gives. Now it's Oshie again, and this time he is not offside. Poked at in front. Backstrom can't retain, and it is out of the zone. It's going to be chased now by Carlson, who is double shifting here along with Justin Schultz this time. As here comes Washington through the neutral zone. It's Backstrom. Backstrom looking back as here comes Boston. Boston with it. This one might have been offsides, and they do. They blow it dead offsides. Trent Frederick was in a little bit too early. As we're in commercial break now, game still 0-0 in the second period. So, yeah. Interesting game so far. I thought it was going to be more offensive. It's definitely a defensive battle so far, this game. As I'm thinking about broadcasting the Islander game tomorrow, I haven't broadcast an Islander game all year. I usually like to watch them because of their announcers and how much I like them, but thinking about broadcasting one tomorrow. I definitely might. I might broadcast one tomorrow for the Islanders. Going against the Buffalo Sabres, and the Sabres have been on a really bad tear. Not tear if it's bad, but they have been awful. The Buffalo Sabres. As news today broke that Taylor Hall might be moved. Jack Eichel has been in the news lately. Eichel might be moved. Just a big unsuccessful years for Buffalo. Really upsetting because they have a good young core. And a guy like Victor Olofsson, I think, could be moved at the trade deadline because a lot of teams could use him as a pure scorer. This was a lot of, as I said before, a lot of defense play. A lot of defense playing in this game. See Alexander Ovechkin retaping the stick here. Capitals win a faceoff and their possession is stolen at mid-ice again. Not a very fun game to watch, but here's DeBrusk. DeBrusk puts it in front, and it can't be shot on net. Oh my goodness. Studnicka back out to the point. It's a shot on net. This time it did get on net. As look at this, it's Frederick and Dowd. Frederick likes to go. Trent Frederick, the young player, but he is not afraid of a lot of people in this league as he's already fought Tom Wilson. There's a good chance here for Studnicka in front of the net. As you see the altercation there between Frederick and Dowd, those two will be going out for the rest of the night now after that tripping call. No tripping call, actually. They did not call it as this shot from a short angle from Bergeron, unable to go on net. Maybe have glanced the shoulder of Vitek Vanacek. As ran into the referee, Pastrnak. Pastrnak was shoved from the back by Dillon, sent around the boards, and sent right back down. Retrieving it is Marchand. Marchand looking to the middle for Pastrnak. What a play! On net! Bergeron had an open net to shoot at, but he could not get his stick on the puck. Here's Pastrnak now. Pastrnak has been hounded all game. Teams are starting to figure out how to guard him, maybe. As finally out of the zone, the Capitals clear as 11 minutes left in this second frame. Pastrnak putting pressure on the forecheck on Brendan Dillon. Another good play there. Here is Krejci now. David Krejci looking for it. Craig Smith on it now. The second line in Boston hasn't been as good as they usually are. All season they've been pretty good. As sent down to the ice was Craig Smith, the ex-Nashville Predator. As Ritchie looking for an outlet pass. He got it, but it was out of the zone, and they're going to have to regroup. Here comes Boston again, and no offsides called as sent down to the ice there. There might be a delayed offsides here. Nope, no offside as the puck exits the zone, so it doesn't matter anymore. In comes Ovechkin, shoots it wide. Connor Sherry on it. Sherry looking for somewhere to go. Gives to Chara. In front of the net. Gets a good whack at it to Sherry, but nowhere to go. He has made the most of his first line opportunities. He puts that one in front for a good opportunity. Chara now at the point back to Jensen. Sherry again gives to Jensen. Creates another opportunity. Great shift so far for Sherry. This one was put in front, but no stick was able to meet the puck. Jensen battling with Anders Bjork for it. This fourth line for Boston has been out a little more than what I like to see because this is not a very productive line. But Sherry now looking, gets it to Ovechkin. Ovechkin's going to go off to her change as he just dumps this in. Rask having trouble with it. Picked up by Tenorti. Tenorti is hit by Lars Eller, giving him just a little shoulder. Richard Panik back on the ice. These fourth lines have played against each other all night long. Panik and Tenorti going at it now. Sent around. Here is Sherry, who is still on the ice. What a shift it's been for him as this one finally gets out of the zone, and the Bruins are going to have to regroup, and they can't even get a full change. As dumped in now, here's Richard Panik looking, puts it across the crease, but Oshie was unable to get on it. Shot goes just wide. Panik again on the puck. He's had a strong game so far as Oshie lifts the stick of Brennan Carlo, but nowhere. Sorry, that was Corrali as it's sent across. This might be a slap shot opportunity for Schultz. He shoots it at the net, tipped by Oshie, but wide. Oshie is tackled to the ice by Connor Clifton. Good game so far. A lot of defense being played as offside were Washington and Connor Sherry. No, wait, that's Sherry. I don't think he's 70. Is he 73? He's still on the ice? Tenorti and Clifton has been on the ice for about a minute 20 each. Here's Kuznetsov looking in the middle for Ovechkin. He shoots, and it goes off of a body. It's going to be a good chance here for Boston as Jake DeBrusk comes in, puts off his own skate, and is sent aside by John Carlson. Another good chance for Boston there as Trent Frederick came in, who's had a good game himself. Frederick and Carlson going to go at it in the corner. Studnicka is on it now for Boston. Sent to mid-ice. Ovechkin, it's in his skates. As here's a 2-on-1 opportunity for Washington. Here we go. Sent across by Sherry. He shot the puck wide. Oh my goodness. Connor Sherry, you got to hit the net there. But he's had a very good game as of right now. As sent in by Sherry, it's going to be retrieved by Dowd. Dowd goes after it, and it's sent to the stick of Vakanainen. Oh no, that's Marchand. Sorry. Grizzlick gets it, but it goes into the bench of Boston. If that hit the boards, that would have been a breakaway for Brad Marchand. Here was the good chance for Connor Sherry. He didn't even hit the puck. It was a good defensive play by Grizzlick. I thought he shot it wide, but I was wrong. So we are in commercial break right now. Thinking about broadcasting the Islander game tomorrow. A lot of passion will be in it. So, some football news. Um, Thomas Davis, the longtime Carolina Panther, is going to retire a Panther. He's going to sign a one-day contract with Carolina and retire from the NFL. So, big moment there for Thomas Davis. Good thing. People are underestimating the season A.J. Brown had this year for the Titans. I think he had a great year. Connor, come on, man. I know. Connor Sherry's got to get that on that. So you see Pasternak, who had a good chance there, wasn't able to get it on net. As we're going to have a center ice faceoff, won again by the Capitals, who have dominated in the faceoff circle so far, sent in by them. They're going to chase. Connor Clifton is on it. He is hit hard by Lars Eller. Joe Tenorti on it now. John Tenorti. Krejci looking for a pass, but it is stolen by Panik, but now poked back and still at mid-ice. Here's Oshie, who's going to take a blast, but it rattles up into the pads of Tuukka Rask. Yes, I was planning to end the stream at 8:30, but we're going to go to 8:40 because I have homework to do. But yeah, it was a pleasure with you guys. So we're going to see if we can end this second period. See how long it takes. But yes, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Islanders, Sabres, Sabres, Islanders on this channel, NYIhayden. Can't wait. They're going to kick. Oh, they're going to kick Bergeron out here. You know what they're looking to do here if you're the Capitals. They're trying to get to Ovechkin to just get the puck on net, but he can't. That was a little bit forced, I think. As Marchand almost beats Orlov to the puck there. Stolen at mid-ice. As here's a good chance. It's Ovechkin in, and he shoots wide. He's just shooting the puck. I don't like when they let Ovechkin do that. He's got to control it. They're looking for it again as Schultz is in now. He gives to Kuznetsov. He's going to take a tough angle shot, and it was in on Rask, but Rask was able to corral it. Good save by Tuukka Rask there. Hey, thank you. I think I'm on stream at the end of the second period. I have some homework to do. Thank you. Hey, Charles, get out of here. Come on, buddy. We have a surprise guest. No, no, no. My dog. Hello. Hello. Come on, Charles. Go with Mama. Good boy. So Connor Sherry already 11 minutes time on ice. He's had a big night tonight, has Connor Sherry. They like the way he's been playing, and I already said I like the game he's been playing. As Sean Corrali goes in, and he can't get on it, but he sends it around for another player on the Bruins. That's Jakub Zaboral who can't get on it. Here's Corrali with he's trying to drive to the front of the net, but he can't. Corrali on it still. He's going to take a shot, and it's blocked by Vanacek. He has really looked sharp his past couple of games. Good possession here for the Bruins. Fired just wide. That went off the body. And that one's going to go into the netting. Thanks, William Diamond. Thanks for telling my dog scoop. I'm having your favorite, William Diamond, having some chicken fingers. we've been live for 1 hour 25 minutes. Nice to see. Tomorrow's stream will definitely be a full game stream. I can guarantee you that. So yeah, guys, please tune in tomorrow to the Islanders game. Really excited about doing that one. So you see a lot of big hits being thrown in this game. What if I told you Tom Wilson was only involved in one of them? What? Offensive zone face-off for the Bruins here. Boston now chipping it in. They're going to chase. DeBrusque's on it. But Chara was able to get that out. Only 10 shots on goal for Washington. 7 for Boston. Off the boards, this pass goes. Hathaway is on it. He gives a big hit to McAvoy. As the other way, out of his own zone, goes Carl Hagelin. Alright, guys. That's going to be the end of the stream. So thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. And tomorrow, 7 o'clock on this channel.